Hello everybody, it's Lena, and in today's video we are building this pretty big apartment complex that I built in the world of Windenburg in The Sims 4, obviously. So we are building it on a 30 by 40 lot in an area that I've never ever built in before, and I think the reason why I've never gravitated towards this area is because I normally see it as a commercial neighborhood rather than a residential one, and I normally just tend to make a lot more residential lots compared to community lots. So I guess I just never really saw this as an option, because when you load up the game, the only lots that are here is a public pool on this specific lot, and there's a cafe, there's a park, and also a nightclub. So all community lots and no residentials, and I guess I just always saw this as a community area, and I never really saw it as an option for me to build my little residential homes and whatnot here. But the other day I was looking for a 30 by 40 lot to build my apartment complex on, and I really wanted the lot to have a nice background, so I was just looking around the world for lots that I knew that fit those two criteria. And then I thought of this one, and I looked at it and I was like, this is so perfect. It's a 40 by 30, the background is gorgeous, it's the sea, what's not to love, and also the lighting is pretty good. It's not perfect, I really wish that it had been a little bit better and a little bit more right on instead of from the side, but you can't win every time, right? So this lot basically met all of my criteria, and I'm so happy that I chose this one, because I think it's so good, and it just makes a lot of sense in my mind to have an apartment complex like this one in this area. It's so nice. Yeah. I'm really happy with my choice, and I like it. But yeah, this is a pretty big apartment building, and I think it is the biggest one and the one with the most units that I've made ever since we got the new For Rent expansion pack. It has 12 separate apartments, and the biggest one that I had made before this one had 8 units, so this is vastly bigger, or I guess it just has more apartments, but they are a bit small, all of them, although there are apartments in varying shapes and sizes. So the smallest apartment that we have is a studio apartment, which is the only studio that we have here, and it's super small and just very cute and cozy in my opinion. And I was just imagining that only one sim lives in there, because it is only a studio, so I feel like it would be a little bit uncomfortable to live there with multiple sims. And then there are quite a few 1-bedroom apartments, and then there are also some 2-bedroom apartments, but there aren't any that are bigger than that. So I would say that all of the apartments in this complex are on the smaller side. And in today's video we are going to be decorating 2 apartments, just because I really wanted to do that. And the first one that we are going to be decorating is the little studio apartment. I don't really know why, but I just really wanted to decorate that one, because I was just in the mood to decorate something super small and cute and crammed together. I don't know, I just really wanted to do that, so I decided to decorate that one, and I really did not spend a long time on it, but I think it's very cute. I was imagining that it's for a professional chef or someone who is an aspiring chef, and I just had a really good time trying to make a nice kitchen for them, even though it is a super small apartment. And also that apartment has a pretty nice balcony, and on the balcony I made a fairly nice outdoor kitchen as well, with a grill and just a sink and quite a lot of counter space, so they can cook out there as well if they need a little bit more space than they have indoors in their indoors kitchen, I suppose. And then the second apartment that we are going to be decorating is a 2-bedroom apartment, which is located on the 3rd story, and it fits a total of 4 sims. So there's a parent's bedroom for 2 parents, and then there's also a kid's bedroom, which has room for 1 child-sized sim and either an infant, or no, I was about to say either an infant or a toddler, but it's definitely for an infant because I put the infant bed. So yeah, those are the kids that can live there, and I love that apartment a lot. I think it's really cute, and I also had a very good time decorating that one. And that is the last and final thing that we are going to be doing in this video. But almost every single one of these apartments are different, although there are some apartments that have the same floor plan and whatnot, but than they are on the different stories. So one has a balcony, the other one has a backyard instead, so they are a little bit different in that way, but they have the same floor plan. But other than that, all of them are different and have their own individual unique floor plan. And as I said, some of the apartments that are located on the first story have their own little backyard, which I think is pretty cute. It's not entirely fenced in, so technically the other people that live in other apartments can go down and use the items that they have in there. Like I put a grill and some sofas and whatever else out there, so other people can use them. But you know, I feel like that's fine. I don't think that's necessarily a problem, and I just didn't really like the vibes of fencing in those backyards completely, so I left them a little bit open, but just they have some privacy in form of a little bit of fencing, but there's just like not fences all the way around, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to make some backyards because I feel like it's nice to have your own little outdoor area. Yeah, so there's that. And a lot of the other apartments that are located on the other stories have little balconies and whatnot, so almost all of the apartments have their own private-ish outdoor area, which I do think is very nice. And I did struggle quite a bit to find a color scheme for the outside of this complex that I liked, so you will see that I am going to be playing around with it a little bit, and I just didn't really know what to go for. And I feel like that's a problem that I encounter fairly often while building, because I feel like I'm looking at the shell of my buildings for quite a long time, like a couple hours, something like that, and then I like get around to having to do the color scheme on the outside, and I'm just so used to looking at it as a completely white and very, you know, blank slate building. So it feels a bit jarring to me to add a color to it, and it just looks sort of wrong for a long time for me, and I need a bit of time to get used to it. And I know it probably doesn't really feel that way when you're looking at the video sped up, because the time that this building is just like a blank slate and it's just a shell without any, like, I don't know, colors and whatnot on the outside is not very long. Like it's only a few minutes or something, but for me it's like a few hours in real time, so it's just a long time that I'm looking at it as just a nothing. There's just like nothing on it, and then it just takes me about a while, I guess, to get used to it having colors on it, and for a long time it just looks kind of wrong. And for that reason, I do feel like I struggle with the color scheme of the outside of my buildings quite often in my speed builds. But this time around I struggled more than I usually do, I would say, because I just couldn't really find a color scheme that I thought fit this one, because it is a pretty big building, so I needed it to not be super like weird and in your face, and also it just didn't really look good as like a very powerful color, and also it just didn't need to be way too neutral. I needed some contrast going on. Also, I didn't really need it to be too contrasty because I didn't like that, so I just needed something that I liked, I guess, is what I'm ultimately trying to say. And in the end, I ended up going with a color scheme that I use so often for my modern builds, so I was a little bit disappointed with myself that I ended up going with that one, because it's just what I do so often, and it's my go-to color scheme for modern builds. It's the one where I just use black, white, gray sometimes, and then a cold toned brown wood swatch, which is my favorite wood swatch ever. I love it so much, but it's just like it's a pretty boring color scheme for me because I use it fairly often. And I did look at my recent speed builds, and I did notice that I haven't used it in quite a few months. The last time that I used it was in October, so I think it's okay that I'm using this color scheme again today. It's not that big of a deal, but it's just, I don't know, I was a little bit disappointed with myself that I couldn't figure anything a little bit more exciting out, you know. But yeah, whatever. This is just like a me problem. You guys probably don't think it's, you know, a problem at all. I don't know. But yeah, it's just a good color scheme. I like it a lot because it's neutral, it's inoffensive, it works really well for all sizes of buildings, and it's just good for modern builds in my opinion, so it's one of my go-tos. I like it. Anyway, I've just been rambling about colors on the outside of this building for a long time. It really does not matter at all. But yeah, anyway, there's that, I guess. I don't really know what else there is to say about this build. It's just a fairly big apartment complex, and I guess other than that, it just kind of speaks for itself. So I am gonna let it do exactly that. I'm gonna let it speak for itself for the next many minutes, because we've got a long video today. So I'm gonna be rambling, I'm gonna be chatting, and I'm gonna be doing exactly what I love the absolute most in this world, which is to sit here by myself and talk uninterrupted for a very long time. I love that. Hell yeah. But one problem, however, is that I don't really have anything interesting going on in my life right now, so I can't tell you about that. However, I do have something that I think I want to complain about, which is something that I've had a problem with for so long, like so many years, and I feel like it's a thing that a lot of people can relate to probably. But I feel like when I go on like social media and I watch fashion videos, which isn't like my preferred kind of content, I don't really watch that much fashion content, but sometimes I just like see a video of someone trying on some clothes and whatever, and I sit there and I watch it, I guess. I don't know, but when I watch like a haul, for example, of some thing that somebody bought on the internet, and then they like got the order and they try on all of their clothes, I feel like at least 9 out of 10 pieces of the clothing fit these people that I see on these videos. And that's just like so perplexing to me, because when I order stuff online, when I order like quite a lot of clothes, I feel like probably like 30% of the clothes actually fit me, and the rest of it just looks so bad and so horrible, and I feel uncomfortable in it, and I just feel like it looks horrible, and I don't understand why the clothes look so good on other people while they look like trash on me. Because it's just so perplexing to me. Like I'm a young person, and I'm like thin, and I have a body type that fits the beauty standard to some extent, so I guess you would think that I am a person who would have a pretty easy time finding clothes that fit me well and that look good on me, but I just have always found that that's not the case at all, and I have such a hard time finding clothes that I like and that look good on me. It's so annoying to me. And also when I go outside in like physical stores and I try on clothes, it's such a tragic experience, and it makes me feel really bad about myself because none of the clothes fit me. It's so annoying. And I find that shirts and blouses, whatever, like tops, they tend to fit me fairly well and they don't look like horrendous on me. But whenever I try on like pants, especially jeans, and dresses, especially tight fitting dresses, it's so difficult to find something that fits me well, and it's so annoying. It's so frustrating. It makes me feel horrible about myself. And over the past many years, it has been my mission to find a good pair of well-fitting jeans, and it just has not happened for me. So most of the time, because I can't really find pants that fit me well and that look nice on me and that are like proper pants, for the most part I just like wear sweatpants. And it makes me feel kind of bad about myself because like I'm going out to a restaurant and I'm wearing sweatpants. I try to like wear sweatpants that don't look too offensive and too sweatpanty, but and like I have some pairs that look semi decent, but also like I am wearing sweatpants to a restaurant and it just makes me feel underdressed and weird and out of place, I guess. And I don't know what to do because I can't really find pants that fit me well, and all I want is a nice pair of jeans that don't look horrendous on me and that I don't feel absolutely horrible in. And I do think that it makes a sense that it's pretty difficult for us like people, but especially women, to find jeans that fit us well. And I say especially women just because, well, I obviously don't have any first-hand experience trying on like man jeans that are supposed to fit me because I don't have a man body. But yeah, I feel like especially it's really difficult for women to find jeans that fit us because there are so many things that are different about our legs and our lower bodies, because of course they have to fit lengthwise, and we come in very like different heights and whatever. Like some women are really short, others are really tall, and it makes sense that tall women and short women cannot wear the exact same pair of jeans because there's a larger difference in their leg lengths, right? That's just logic, right? But then there's also like hip and butt size, so they have to fit our butts and whatever, and we all have such different sizes of butts and whatnot, so it's really difficult to find a pair that fits us around there. And then they also have to fit our waists, and we all have different waist sizes, and they have to fit our like thighs. Some women have thick thighs, others have really thin thighs, so it's so extremely difficult to find jeans and pants in general. But I've just found that jeans are particularly hard to find that fit us, and it's so annoying. And I cannot possibly find a pair off the rack that look good on me. And I've tried on like so many pairs of jeans, like at least 100 pairs over the past few years, and it's just such a discouraging experience for me, because whenever I put on a new pair of jeans, I feel like my expectations are really low every time, because I've just been disappointed so many times. But it's just so annoying because it makes me feel horrible about myself. Like, why don't jeans fit me? It's so annoying, and it just, I hate it. And as I said, I don't really watch that much fashion content nowadays, but back in the day, like a few 4-ish years ago maybe, I used to watch a YouTuber whose first name was Sierra. I don't remember what her last name was, but I hope that might ring a bell for some of you guys. But she is a like mid-sized woman, which I believe means that you are too big for the like standard size clothes, so like extra small and through extra large, and you are too small to fit into the like plus sized clothing. I believe that's what it means, but please do correct me if I'm wrong, but that's just what I think it is based on my memory, I guess. But yeah, she's like a mid-sized woman, and I've never been able to relate to that. That's never been the case for me. But she did talk a lot about like the dilemmas of not really fitting into any clothes at all, and for some reason I did feel like I could relate to that, even though I did not have a body that was similar to hers and my struggles were different than hers. But she always said this thing that I remember very clearly. She said that when you try on a piece of clothing that does not fit you, you need to remember that the clothing is the problem, your body is not the problem. So I kind of like try to remember that when I try on something that does not look good on me and whatever. But I feel like I've just been disappointed so many times, and I've tried on so many pairs of jeans that just look horrendous on me, and I have not found a pair of jeans that looks good on me. And I kind of like, I'm starting to doubt that it's the clothing's fault and not my body. And like, I know that my body is not the problem because I just have a human body. Like my body is fine, but like why don't clothes fit me? It's really annoying, and I hate it a lot, and it's just a huge dilemma for me. And as I said, like especially jeans are extremely difficult to find, but also just other pairs of pants. I have one pair of pants that look good on me, and they fit me so well, like a glove. They are perfect on my body. However, the problem with them is that they are not from a like high quality brand. They are fast fashion, which I try to stay away from for the most part. At least I'm not like a person with a huge budget, so I can't afford to go out and only buy luxury clothing, but I try to not like buy too much fast fashion. However, these pants are fast fashion and they are pretty low quality, and also the biggest problem with them is that they do not have any pockets, so I always need to like bring a purse with me all the time to have my phone in there and just like have all of my essentials. And sometimes I have not like had a purse on me right there, and I have not had a shirt on with the pockets, so I've just like tried to put the phone down my pants. And I feel like this is probably something we've all tried at one point or another, where we do that and the phone sits pretty like well at the top of the, you know, pants by your waist for a while, and then it just starts to slide down your leg, and suddenly it's at your like butt, and then it's at your thigh, and it's so awkward because you can't just like reach down your pants when you're in public and grab your phone. So like, what are you supposed to do? You just need to wait for it to slide all the way down to the floor. It's really awkward. It's not a good situation. So I really hate when clothing brands make pants that don't have pockets, because like it's so annoying. It's always a problem. Like it causes so many problems for me when I have to wear those pants, or when I choose to wear those pants, but I always wear them when I have to go somewhere where I have to look presentable, because they look very good on me and they are like nice and fancy-ish looking pants. So I like them a lot for that reason, but it's just super annoying that they don't have pockets, because what am I supposed to do with my phone? I can't just keep it in my hands all the time. That's not good at all. So yeah, I don't know, it's just so annoying, and I've always had a very, very difficult time finding clothes, and I think the reason why it's been bothering me like particularly much in these past few days is that I recently made an order from a website that I buy clothes from fairly often, and or like I don't really buy that much clothes these days because I just don't feel like that's necessary for me, and I try to limit the amount of like products that I consume. I don't really want to contribute all that much to overconsumption. But the other day I did make an order, and I was so excited about it because I thought the clothes were so cute, and I was just really looking forward to getting these clothes and trying them on. And I ordered 1 pair of long jeans and 2 pairs of jean shorts because I've always wanted to have a nice pair of jean shorts, but they also never ever fit me at all, and it's so annoying. And of course neither of these 3 pairs of shorts and jeans did fit me because they just never ever do. But yeah, I got my hopes up and I really wanted them to fit me, they just didn't. And I also ordered a bunch of shirts, and as I said, shirts normally fit me a lot better than pants do, because I guess my upper body is just a lot more conventional, I guess. It's just a lot more common in a way, I don't know. But yeah, like shirts normally fit me a lot better, but the shirts that I bought just did not fit me well at all. And I think in my order I had 11 pieces of clothing, and I am literally gonna return 10 of these pieces. I'm keeping 1 of them, and I'm just so sad about that, because also I feel like it's a situation where I'm taking advantage of this company's like free return policy and whatever. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be a bad person in that way. But these clothes just don't fit me at all, and it made me feel so bad about myself. And I'm just so sad that I have to return all of these clothes. And I have like one thing, which is a cardigan. So it's so hard for a cardigan to not look like decent on you. It's hard for it to not fit you, you know. That's the only piece that I kept. So it just made me feel absolutely horrible about myself to try on these clothes. And all of the clothes that I bought were in sizes that should theoretically fit me, but they just didn't, because it's so extremely difficult to find clothes in your right size online, because you can't like see them in real life. You can't really tell if the clothing is sized correctly. So it was really discouraging and made me feel upset and bad about myself. So I just wanted to share that today. I just wanted to share some of my clothing struggles with you all today, and hopefully, well, maybe somebody can relate to it. I hope you can, because it's super annoying and super frustrating, but yeah, maybe someone can relate to it out there. And I hope that I can find a good pair of pants someday soon that I like to wear and that I feel comfortable in. And my mom says that I should just like go to a tailor and try to like get a nice pair of tailored pants, but that's just so extremely expensive. And also I'm just scared that suddenly I'm gonna like start gaining a bunch of weight and then these pants won't fit me anymore, and I've spent so much money on them, or I'll lose a lot of weight and these pants won't fit me, or I just won't really like the result of like tailored pants. So like I don't want to do that. It's so annoying. And I've tried like pants in many different price ranges. Like I've tried cheap pants and more expensive pants and just mid-range stuff. Yeah, it doesn't fit me. None of it does. It's so annoying. But yeah, anyway, can you guys relate to my struggles? Is this something that you have been struggling with as well, or not? If not, then I really desperately envy you. Like, oh my god, I wish I were you. I'm not. I really don't think it's too much to ask for a pair of pants that look good on me and that fit me properly. Like, it really should not be that difficult to find, but it just is. And I think it's so annoying and so discouraging. But oh well, I guess it is fine, and I'm gonna leave it there because I'm sad now. No, I'm not sad. Whatever, it's fine. Anyway, as you can see, this is the final apartment that we are working on, or I don't know if you necessarily can see that it's the final one, but it is the second and last apartment that we are doing right now. Is the one for a little family of 4 Sims, and I think it's very cute and cozy, and I had a good time decorating it. And all in all, I really enjoy building this whole lot, and I spent a very long time on it, which I guess is self-explanatory because, you know, it's a long video and it's a big build. It just took me many days to do, like 5 or something, but yeah, it took me a long time and I had a good time building it. I really enjoyed it, and I love to make big builds like this one, but also they just take me a while to do, so I can't really post as often as I would like to when I do make bigger builds like this one. So yeah, I don't know, that's just why I'm not really super active on the YouTube channel, I guess, but I am always like working on builds. I'm always like doing something YouTube related. I just want you to know that. But anyway, here's a video that I quite like, a build that I quite like at least, and I hope you all like it as well. But there's not really much else of interest going on in my life at the moment, although today is my dog's 13-and-a-half birthday. she's turning 13-and-a-half years old right now, which is so crazy, and I love her so much, and she's just doing such a good job, and she's just the best girl ever, and I love her. And lately I've been going on a bunch of longer walks with her, which has been so nice. But of course, since she is old, she can't really walk all that far. So the way that we have, or the solution that we've found to this problem where Minnie can't really walk that far, but we really want to take her on longer walks, is that last year we bought a dog stroller for her, which is so cute and it's so fun. So basically, I am the neighborhood weirdo who walks around with my dog in a stroller, and people do look at me weirdly, people do ask questions, but you know what? That's fine, because Minnie loves her stroller, I love her stroller, everybody loves this stroller. It's such a good solution to this problem where she can't really go on long walks, but we want to bring her, and she obviously benefits a lot from like just being with us because she loves to just be involved in whatever, and it's good for her to be outside and get some fresh air and not be cooped up in the house all the time. So it's really nice for her to be able to go along with the walks with us this way. In the beginning, when we had just gotten the stroller, she didn't really know how to use it yet, but now she has found a way to communicate her needs and her wants. So she is very like good at letting us know when she wants to get down from the stroller and walk by herself, and she does that by just like saying woof, like just one woof. It means I want down, put me down right now, I want to walk right here. And then we let her down because we want her to know that it's like her decision to be in the stroller, and it shouldn't be a punishment for her to be up there. It should be like a good experience for her. So she is like able to get out exactly when she wants to go down and walk for herself, and we put her down, and then she just walks as long as she wants to. And then when she is no longer like in the mood to walk, or if she is starting to hurt in her legs or something, if she just like can't really walk anymore, she stops completely, stands still, and then we know that it's time to put her in the stroller. And she's so good at communicating her needs, and it's just so lovely to see that she has found a way to like this stroller instead of like seeing it as an enemy where she's like punished by being in it, you know, because that should not be the situation ever. Like it should be a good situation and feeling for her to be in the stroller. So I'm just so happy that we found a solution to like get her to go on longer walks with us because it's just so nice. And actually the main reason why we bought this stroller last year is because last summer we wanted to take Minnie on a vacation with us where we were going on a road trip through Germany for I think like 10 to 13 days. So we were gone for quite a while, and we were in I think 4 different locations. So we really wanted to bring Minnie because Germany is a very like pet friendly place, and you are allowed to just bring dogs with you into restaurants and into shops and whatever, which is so fun for me because in my country that's just not allowed, and you are going to be asked to leave the dog outside. So it's like really foreign for me to be able to bring Minnie inside. It was really fun, and we really wanted to bring Minnie along, and the reason, or the only like way that we could do that, was by getting her a stroller that she can be in, so she wouldn't have to just be cooped up and stuck in the hotel rooms all the times, because that would just be so sad for her to be like stuck in there all day long and just get out for like maybe an hour a day. That would be so sad. So instead, when she had the stroller, she was able to be outside with us for many hours a day, and she could just relax, and we could close up the stroller so she wouldn't have to like, you know, look at everything. And it was just such a perfect perfect solution. So I don't know, that was just so fun, and she loves her stroller. We love the stroller. It's great. Yeah, and she looks adorable in it, and I have this picture on my PC of her in the stroller in Hamburg. This one, she looks so cute. I love Minnie. Oh my god. She's just so good, and she's doing such a good job, and I love her, and she's just a perfect little angel ever. No, she's actually not a perfect angel. She's a menace, but that's a story for another day. She's like a complete troublemaker, which you would not be able to guess from looking at her because she looks so kind and sweet, but that's just not the case at all. She's a monster. Anyway, I still love her, but this video is coming to an end now, so I just want to say thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do give it a little like and subscribe to my channel if you aren't subscribed already and you enjoy my content. I would really appreciate it, but you know, you don't have to. And of course, this build is available for you to download on my gallery page. My ID on there is just LacyLena, exactly like my YouTube channel. But yeah, besides all of that, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. And then I cannot wait to see you all in my next video that I will be posting in just a few days. So bye everybody!